Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, my name is Tony. I am the Prepared Patriarch, and you are down here in the Prepper Dungeon with me. Welcome. Welcome to my home. Welcome to the Prepper Dungeon. I have been inactive on YouTube for a while, yes, but I have not stopped prepping, okay? I'm going to share with you two of many of my recent preps I've been acquiring. I have not stopped prepping, as I mentioned. I don't want to do them all in one video. I do want to use them all. I was gonna do one per video. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. I'll do one for now. Let me put one of these away, and we're gonna focus on this today. Protein. Okay, guys. Protein is something we're gonna totally need. As preppers, as the world's situation is starting to dwindle a little bit. God knows what the future holds, right? So, what I got was, let me show you real quick. It's called the Protein Pack Sampler by Mountain House. I went high end. I went top shelf. But buy once, cry once. That's my motto. This was $400, guys. $395. If you bought each of these cans individually from Mountain House's website, it would come to, I believe, $416, $418, something like that. So you're saving like $20 by buying the case. What you get is, you get 2 cans of freeze-dried ground beef. Okay, let's look at the expiration date on this. You hear it? February of the year 2051. We get 2 cans of beef chunks. Oh, I'm sorry, diced beef. And what is the best by date? Same, February of 2051. And we get 2 cans of diced chicken. Now this is freeze-dried, if I haven't mentioned it before, but I'm sure you know, since it's Mountain House and since it's rattling around in there, it is freeze-dried. And the date on these is January of 2051. So the chicken goes bad 1 month earlier than the ground beef and the beef chunks. Now the reason I bought this is, let me pull up a chair if you don't mind. Let's talk preparedness, how this relates to my preparedness. Let me just put this away real quick. Okay. Want to guys check out my shirt here from Freedom Inc. So I've got plenty of rice, right? I got about 400 pounds of rice in Mylar bags in 5-gallon food safe bucket, food grade buckets with gamma lids. I've got about almost the same, maybe 300 and change pounds of, oh, let me get those out of the shot. Oops, I hope YouTube isn't watching. Anyway, of beans, half pinto beans and half black beans. But I need meat to store long term. These have a 25-year, or wait, no, what is that? 30-year stamped best by date. That's not even a expiration date. It's a best by date. 30 years. And now, could I take another route, like perhaps raw pack canning my own chicken, ground beef, and steaks, beef chunks? Yes, I can. But I can't. I am too busy. I don't have the time to commit to canning my own meat. I can do it. I am proficient in it. I have taught myself with the help of many of my subscribers from the early days. I have a few books that are right, you know. I've got the blue book of canning, and I got Putting Food By, which does salt preserving, curing, drying, canning, different things. Very good books. I recommend them. But several things. One, they're in glass. Glass can break. If there's an earthquake, if there's this, if you got to take off for some reason, maybe you got a fire in the house, I don't know. They'd be hard to grab. It's kind of heavy, you know. It's not just the meat, but there's the water in there. Anyway, and it's time consuming. If you've got the coin, this is the way to go for me, in my opinion. Even if you are a... Oh, okay, another option, you can freeze dry it yourself. You can spend the $3,000, buy a freeze dryer, and it will pay for itself in no time. And, you know, just start Mylar bagging like Marsha. Just start Mylar bagging your own meals, and it'll pay for itself. But for me, I thought just my best option was to get these boxes of the freeze-dried meat variety. When I can supplement my rice and my beans, my noodles, you know, I've got different seasonings that I've stocked up. I've got different sauces. I've got, you know, oils and ghee and things like that where I can make my own sauces. I can turn this plus my rice plus my, you know, whatever and whatnot, canned vegetables into different stews, different sautés, different meals, and keep it, you know, keep making new things instead of just having like the palate fatigue and eating the same old stuff. I do have freeze-dried meals as well, ready to eat. But the meat was great. I think this is a great find. I want to share it with everybody. On Mountain House's website, I kind of had to search for this. Now, the reason I searched for this and found this is because I did not want to buy loose number 10 cans. I had like this kind of like this OCD thing where I wanted it to come in a cardboard box. So I was unsure if I bought, say, 6 cans of the ground beef, would they just send me 6 like loose cans in a UPS box? Or would they send me, I guess I should have called them and found out, because I was going to get a case of each. But what I'm going to do now, I wanted to buy it and just make sure that it is a number 10 can. I like it. It's good to go. 30 years, guys. 30 years. You can do a lot with this. You can do a lot. You can take this, bury it in the woods. You can put it in your grandma's basement, in your cousin's basement, and say, don't touch it, this is mine, I'm just going to leave this here, it's not cocaine. It's just freeze-dried ground beef and whatnot. And, you know, maybe put a few in a few spots, leave some in your home. That's my emergency meat, my protein source. I have starch, I've got, you know, fiber, I've got other things, but protein I was lacking on. I've got tons of mac and cheese, I've got, you know. Anyway, that's my prep of the week, what I'm going to show you. I'll probably make another video tomorrow, even though we got to go to my mom's house tomorrow. She's making meatloaf. My wife is making the vegetables and the mashed potatoes. So we're going to have family dinner tomorrow on Sunday. Guys, I've been so super busy with work, with the family. I've been, you know, just hanging out home on my days off, kind of preoccupied. Now, I'm not saying every minute I'm off of work, I'm home taking care of the kids, but I do what I can to take the burden off the missus. I'll take a little Sammy, and he's nonstop. Oh, Sammy's nonstop. He's just like, getting into everything, crawling around, wrecking stuff. So I've got to... You know, he can't be, you don't just put him in his pen or put him in his corral or let him rummage around the living room. He starts opening drawers, cupboards. Yeah, he's a hot mess. So you got to constantly watch him. So I've been busy, and I work 12, 13-hour days, 5 days a week. It gets hard. It gets hard to even check in on YouTube, and just um, to communicate with people as I want to, because I do want to. If I can make money off of YouTube, and sell the business and sit home and just YouTube and be fully immersed, like some of these guys, like a lot of these prepper channels, that their channel is their main source of income. They are either unemployed or on unemployment, or they're laid off, or they're between jobs, or they've grown their channel to the point where they're making a lot of money on the revenue stream from views, from super chats, from Patreon, and they committed themselves to YouTube to grow. And more power to them, but it's hard for me. Maybe I just haven't figured it out yet. Maybe I need help, kind of juggling my time and making the best out of the time I have. I can allot to YouTube, maybe an hour, like 2 hours every Saturday, and an hour every Sunday, something like that, and just really get the most out of it. I gotta start doing something like that. But world has gone crazy, hasn't it? People thought that Trump was so bad, and he was a fascist, and Trump is the only president in, oh my God, I shouldn't even said his name. They're gonna demonetize me. Anyway, there was no new war started. He was ending wars. He was making friendships. So we're about to get into a war now. There are nuclear powerhouses involved. NATO's involved. Russia, Ukraine, China. They even dragged Turkey into this. Germany, France. I think Greece said some shit too. This could be World War III coming up. Here in the homeland, it is getting bad. You know what it is, though? Okay, let me not just perpetuate what everybody else is saying. All the other prepper channels and the survival channels, man, and all they do is just show news clips. So, whatever. What I'm going to say is, I am in the food service industry, okay? I got a pizza shop. And I have it in an ultra-urban city in North Jersey, 15 minutes from the George Washington Bridge and the Lincoln Tunnel. So I am like triangulated. I am located in a highly densely populated urban center of America, one of the highest populated. And let me tell you, there are no issues as the media wants to portray, especially race-related issues. That does not exist. Among normal human beings, normal citizens, normal Americans, that is not an existing thing, okay? You have a few psychos out of 100 million people and 200 million people. If you got one psycho a week or two psychos a week that they have a video that goes viral of them doing something stupid or saying something stupid, the media just blows it up and they run it 24/7, saying, oh, the situation of America, the black and white, oh, white officer, black suspect. But it's not black and white, okay? It's not. It's the servant class, which is us. We are the servant class. We are the taxpayers and the masters, okay? The Constitution is out the window. We are being oppressed. It's the oppressed and the oppressors. The oppressed are of Asian descent, of Hispanic descent, or Spanish descent, whatever, I'm not sure exactly, of European descent, or white, Caucasian, whatever, There's Middle Eastern descent. There's tons of, every facet, like every different nationality is a part of the oppressed. We are all oppressed. And the oppressors are a few. There's a few of them. But they have strategically figured out how to keep us from standing up, how to keep us from you know, biting the hands that feeds us, or whatever it's called, like getting out of line. And this whole thing with the peaceful protests, you know what I mean? You know what word I really want to say. That stuff and all the troubles and problems. That's just a way of keeping us in the motion, keeping us kind of like locked down, keeping us obedient. You know, it's just one of many weapons that they have. It's one of many strategies that they're using. But don't let it fool you. Please don't let it fool you. I know some people are retired. Some people that are watching this are retired, or some people are at home. They're laid off. They don't get out. You know, not that you don't get out much. I don't mean that in a derogatory term to put you down. You don't have a reason to. Maybe you go out shopping to the grocery store once a week. Maybe you hit Walmart once a week for this and that odds and ends. And, you know, you kind of keep to yourself, you and the missus and the kids or whatever. But listen, I deal with the public. I see hundreds of faces a day in person that come into the shop. And I talk to hundreds of people a day. Hello, yes, I'm going to help you. What can I get for you? That problem solving. Sometimes people are happy with their food. And majority, 7 out of 10, maybe 8 out of 10 of my clientele, my customers, are colored people, okay? Are black. It's not African American. It's black. You're black, you're brown, you're white, you're yellow, whatever. It don't matter. It's just the color. Like when I go to Puerto Rico, I've been to Puerto Rico 3 times. And a black person affectionately would be called negro. Yo, what's up, negrito? You know, like that's not a derogatory term. Okay, I think African American is a stupid term. I think that's derogatory. All right, we're African Americans too. Our DNA, our lineage, or whatever you want to call it, goes back to Africa too, like, you know, millennia ago. Remember that first skull they found was from that lady or whatever in Africa? We're all African technically, but the whole term African American and always talking about slavery or this and that, that's all bullshit. That's I'm not saying it's untrue, but it's not. It's all a way to keep tensions hot. They play that shit on the news. You sit home and you watch it. You get scared. And they want to keep us scared. Fear is a tool and a tactic that works. It's proven time and time again that it works. But it's not the truth. That's not what's going on. You've got some crazies out there. Heck, yes, we have some crazies out there. We got crazy blacks. We got crazy whites. We got crazy Latinos. We got crazy Asians. You know, there's a couple. In millions, in a population of millions, you got a couple of them that shoot stupid little videos of them having a confrontation and then it goes viral. So don't let that get to you. That doesn't represent all of us, okay? My customers are my family, okay? When they come to me, when they come to the shop, when they come shopping, they call me brother, they call me sweetheart, they call me honey, they call me darling, they call me, you know, I get handshakes, I get hugs, I get pounds. We are, and I perpetuate, even if they come in just as like, hey, how you doing? You know, can I get a slice of pizza? I'd be like, of course, my brother, I got you. What, anything you want. I was like, what can I get for you? We do customer service is like our above and beyond customer service is what we're known for. We're legendary. Our customer service is legendary. So, and then the fact that we are in an urban environment, it's not like, it's like that area isn't used to it. You got places with the bulletproof glass, like the fried chicken shops with the bulletproof glass, where they have that spinny thing where like you got to drop the money in first. They take the money, then they'll give you the food. There's a bunch of those, you know. I mean, we're on the nicer side of the urban city, okay? But it is still in that urban city. If you go into the downtown, to the heart, to the pit of it, it's different. It is different. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. We are on the city limits. We're still in the city, but we're like kind of on the outskirts. So it's not as bad. But we deliver to the projects. We deliver to the murder capital, the intersections, like those intersections where there's always shootings and stuff several times a weekend. Anyway, that's not what this is about. This was about my meats, my freeze-dried meats. Now, people are going to say, listen, $400, you are crazy. Why would you spend $400 on that? If you spend $400 on meat, raw meat, you can can it, and you can fill all of this and then some with $400. But you know what? This is for me. This is better suited for me. And that everything, not things aren't suited for everybody. We're all different. So for my lifestyle, for the time that I have, this is I think the best for me. So all right, guys, that's my prep of the day, my prep of the week. I don't know. I might do another one because I did get some. Actually, I just got some ammo this week. So I ruined the surprise, but I'll show you guys what ammo I got. It's starting to come back to the gun stores. It's starting to come back to the in Jersey, the gun stores never ran out of it 100%. 9mm they did a little bit for a little while, but like 5.56 or 2.23 and 7.62 by 39, they always had everything. New Jersey doesn't have as much gun owners, I think, as the rest of the country. Because it is so hard to acquire a firearms purchasing identification card here. To buy long guns, you need that card. And to buy handguns, you need that card. Plus, it's called a pistol permit, a pistol purchasing permit, which is you apply for a few of them, as many as you want, actually, and they expire in 90 days. And it's a one-time use. Like if you pulled 3 pistol permits, you applied for them 3 months later. Hold on, I'll be right up. Anyway, let me go up. Let me see what's going on. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys are all safe. I hope you guys are all prepping, hanging in there. Keep on prepping. Prep a little bit at a time, I know a lot of you are much better off than I am. So share with me tell me what your thoughts are on my freeze-dried meat. I'm gonna buy a few more cases because it's not just me, my wife, and my 3 children. I have a mother, I have a father, I have 4 siblings. Okay, my brother, he's married with a kid. My other brother, he's got a girlfriend. My sister, she's married with a kid. And then my youngest sister, she's single. She better be single. If you're watching, you better be single. But anyway, they're not prepping. They don't prep. But they are kind of for me prepping too. They think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to get some extra for them just in case something does happen. I definitely, like as the oldest of 5 children, as my father and mother's firstborn, I feel that the brunt of the responsibility, all of the responsibility mostly, is on me to provide for my family. Especially, my dad, he's in his upper 60s. You're not going to change their ways. They have their routines, they have their values or their thoughts and their this and their that. Prepping is not one of them. It's not a priority for him. So, and my mom has been down here too to the dungeon once, a few months ago. A few months after we moved in, she came down. She looked at it. She was like, "Wow." She's like, "Cool." She goes to me. She's like, "Cool." And she checked everything out. She's pretty into it. But I think there's like this not misconception, but there's like this unspoken kind of agreement that we have that I'm supposed to have enough for everybody. That's what I'm thinking. But I do, and I will. I'll have more. I'm going to buy a few more cases of this. Like I said, to jazz up my my rice. And we need the protein. Obviously, we need protein. And my kids are picky eaters. They don't eat like saucy things like the Mountain House prepared meals, like the pad thai chicken and the chicken curry or the chicken alfredo or the chicken and rice, things like that. That's like heavily salted, heavily seasoned. It's got sauces in there. They wouldn't like that. So we're gonna have to do our own little concoctions with this. But anyway, I'm gonna go upstairs now. It's late. It's almost 12 o'clock on a Saturday night. We're gonna have a little bit of family time with the missus. Maybe watch a movie or a show. Maybe order some Applebee's. I don't know, from Uber Eats. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said again, guys, I hope you're all safe. I hope you all are prepping and getting ready, because I think it's gonna get unstable. I think it's gonna get unstable soon. The riots that are occurring now, and don't people look at the evidence, at the video, and say, wow, this person had, except for that woman with the taser that thought it was a taser and it was a gun. What the hell's wrong with you? Like, oh my God, 20-something year veteran of the force, and you whip out a gun and shoot somebody thinking that you were going to tase them. Now the cops that come into the shop, their tasers are like on a chest rig, like this right here, like a plate carrier, kind of like a. Anyway, it's mollied on to their thing like this. Anyway, it's not here on their belt. It's not like they have the gun here and then the thing here next to each other. It's in a different spot in their body. So I don't know how that happened. Anywho, God bless you guys. I love you guys. I wish you the best of the best of the best. And I hope to hear from you in the comments. I hope to see some likes. I hope everybody watches to the end, because that's important. And I would like to see this channel grow, or or not. It won't be the end of the world, but it would be really cool if we had some increased watch hours. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Take care.